What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Phoenix here. Welcome back to a brand new Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about how I think the Carnage DLC could work. So without a doubt, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, and let's try and go for 30 likes on today's video as well. So without a doubt, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, first things first is that Carnage's role would be very similar to Venom, because as we know in the game, Venom wanted to take over the world, but in this case with Miles, since we already know even if the hive mind's destroyed, Carnage would still potentially know what happened in the main story, as well as he would also know that Miles got sucked into the hive mind, and Carnage could realize and say, hey, this Spider-Man needs a special type of symbiote. This isn't like Peter. Now, along with this, there's a long thing they can go along with this, because in the comics, Carnage did take control of Miles by giving him a special symbiote. So let's say if we get a scene to where Wraith is going after Cassidy, and midway through the fight, Cletus turns into Carnage, and during that fight, Miles tries to help her, but Miles gets overpowered by Carnage, and this is where he could end up getting that special symbiote. And later on, he figures out a way to control it and finds out where Cletus is and how to track him down. Because after going back and looking at that scene where Miles got sucked into the hive mind, he saw where the meteorite was and told Peter where to find it. Now, to me, this would be very cool, because while Miles was in there, Venom was trying to get Miles to join him, but he didn't. With Carnage, that's the exact opposite. Carnage wants to be in control of Miles himself, because when you guys really look at the fact that he's the leader of his group, it's very safe to say that having Miles on his side while he's in control of him would make a lot of sense. Not only does that give him a lot of control over what Miles can do, but that also pretty much guarantees that Carnage is aware of Miles because of the fact that he saw what happened in the hive mind. So let's say if Miles does get that special symbiote from Carnage, if you can combine that with the visions of him knowing where to find his base and him telling Peter where they could find him, it would go over so well. And on top of that, it would make sense, because once Miles gets it off him, he would still know where Cassidy is, and he would know where to find him. Now, to me, I already know for a fact this is very interesting as well, because for one, in the comics, Miles did actually win control over that special type of symbiote and used it to track him down and used it to fight him, I'm pretty sure. Now, one thing is for the fact that Miles already knows that Carnage is weak to sound. So that would be also very interesting as well. And on top of that, Carnage would also know that Miles also helped stop the symbiote invasion. Now, another thing is that Cassidy would not have any idea about Miles, which would be very interesting, and that would catch him off guard. Also, this was Peter's first time meeting Cletus, because at every single mission, Peter was there to save him. At every single mission, it was just Peter. So having Miles set up with a DLC, along with it connecting to the ending of the main game, it makes a lot of sense, because that could be a continuation of the main story. Because as we know, Peter's going to be on break while Miles is taking care of things until he comes back. And also notice how in the ending, Peter never told Miles anything about Carnage. So I could see that happening, and it would link up perfectly with us getting a similar scene to where Miles finds out where Carnage is, like he found out where the meteorite was in the main story. To be honest with you, this would sound great, but I really don't know. There's so much they could do, but the thing is that it was set up through Peter and Wraith, but I do see Miles controlling a special symbiote to help Peter and Wraith beat Carnage, or like I said earlier, finding out where he is by using his special symbiote that Carnage will potentially give him, or using the visions like we saw him use in the main game. But let me know what you guys think. There's a lot that they could do. So without a doubt, I'll see you guys later with a brand new spectacular Spidey webtastic banger.